Strange that.
What's your thoughts on the game so far, Tom?
Second, mate.
Thoughts on the game?
What's your thoughts on the game?
Oh, it's been a little bit cagey. There's a couple of chances that we should have taken. McKennie should have buried his chance. It's been cagey but even so far.
Oh, no, it's like what I kind of expected. Everyone was expecting this end to end affair.
Got to fucking change my thumbnail. Ah! I changed my thumbnail.
It's not too dissimilar to the last time we played in the World Cup. Where
When was the last time we played? 2010?
I think it might have been. But yeah, we cagey. We could go for it and beat you 3-4-0, but we don't. And it's one of them weird games where we know we should win, but I don't think any England fan or an England player could cope with being told it's not football anymore, so we just play not to get beat.
Talk hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. Like, I don't know why YouTube just took that down. That's strange, that.
This lad from Valencia, I was looking forward to watching him play as Musa.
Jonas Musa.
Yeah.
That's some midfielders coming through. All we need is a couple centre backs and we'll be good.
Well, that was strange.
Yeah, how you go back live or no?
I've gone back live, yeah. I just don't understand why it's happened. But if I get another one, then I won't be able to upload for a week or stream for a week. It's silly, really, isn't it? I've appealed it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's whether or not the appeal process is gonna be, reviewed by an actual person or a bot. I don't stream on YouTube, do I? So I'm not ready to clued up with, all the rules and stuff. Cristiano Ronaldo interview with Piers Morgan live. 25th of the 11th. What's that? Like a different one? Like a watch along or something? Ed Woodward's meant to be back at United to help the US buyout thing at the club. Onto the United stand.
He was only off the board of the club. He was only off the board of the club. He was never removed from the board of the holding company.
Ooh! Actually, for sale, they just look for a investment.
And United are exactly the same position as Liverpool. They're not coming out and saying, yeah, we're definitely selling the club, we're looking for investors, but that means they're trying to sell the club. They've realised now, both the American owners, that if they want to get more money out of this club, they've got to pump a lot of money into the clubs.
Yeah, the only way to make money out of these clubs now is by selling them.
Yeah. And they'll make loads. Like, what did they pay for us? 300 million or something?
Didn't they pay like 300, 400 million for you to pay? The Glazers have actually nothing for us.
Yeah.
It's just leveraged 7 million pounds worth against us.
I'm trying to unplug your headset and plug back in. It's echoing again, mate. Tell you what, USA have looked more dangerous than England, do you, like, with the chances?
You want to know something? I've been shocked how this team's looked, how they've progressed since 2014.
US or England?
Oh, that first game that we played against US.
Oh.
We actually looked like a football team. Or something close to it.
I reckon Trippier's going to shoot from here.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're alright now.
Sweet. Had to repair it to the dock.
I have to get a drink in a minute while my fucking mouth dry as fuck. Football.
The idea was right.
Yeah.
What did you hear about that as well? You know, in the pre-tournament meetings with the referees.
Yeah.
Remember the last World Cup where they were doing the whole love train thing?
Yeah.
They've used that as an example to say anything like this and you'll get booked. You're giving out bookings for it. That's why they not carried it on.
Yeah.
Because people had started to do it more and more.
Yeah.
You know, there was warnings sent out about it.
I just think football's fucking mad. Like, the rules and everything's fucked in football now. Like, God of the days, just wanting to enjoy a game of football.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all up for the for political side of it getting involved. If it's done properly, do you know what I mean? You see that Harry Kane refused to wear the armband, but then he wore a fucking 500-gram watch with like a rainbow on.
With the rainbow on it. Yeah.
Fair play. He's obviously trying to, highlight that, but wearing a 500-gram watch when you're in the country, that's fucking lost a lot of people because they built stadiums on like fucking ridiculous low minimum wage. Is just a bit, I don't think it's a good way to show what you're trying to say.
No, I saw a thing the other day.
Yeah.
When it came out about the stadiums,
Yeah.
The announcer saying they've had bigger attendances than are actually allowed in the stadiums.
Yeah.
There's a picture going doing the rounds, like, oh, what are they counting? The dead bodies hidden in the foundations as well.
Yeah, it's crazy that.
But it's probably not too far.
I had a look. I was watching. Have you seen? I'm assuming you've heard the Gary Neville. Is he looking for a pen on this? Oh no. Gary Neville, when he goes to Qatar, the second interview he does. Yeah, he has a little look around like the accommodation that for the workers.
I've not seen it.
Qatar basically at the time when he went for that interview, it was about a month ago or something. They basically give him all access. He said the only conditions I'm willing to go there and do my bit and obviously work. But I want you to if you want me to come and if you want me to do an interview and stuff, like this is speaking to like. I think he was like speaking to like the fucking Secretary General or stuff for Qatar and that. Do you know what I mean? Like the only condition I've got is I want access to anywhere I want. Do you know what I mean? So if I want to go and check the accommodations for the workers or want to go this place, that place, you've got to let me. Like you want me to do this interview. You want me to broadcast it and stuff. I need you to basically let me do whatever I want. Then do you know what I mean? To highlight.
But the thing is, with
good and the
a
bad.
country in a state that is so heavily involved in a current sports wash.
Yeah.
They'll do anything to cover that up.
Well, that's what I was going to get onto now. In that interview, the official figures of what they at the time were saying that was deaths from people working on the stadiums. He was saying it was like 3 people or something. But the official figures of people dying in the country or something, or something to do with work-related deaths and injuries, was like thousands. You know what I mean? Do you reckon that the way of, again, this is just speculation. I don't know if it's true or not, but he was saying that Qatar were basically trying to like the way they were basically getting the numbers to look low was the way they were differentiating between like deaths if it happened like on site or like if they had heat stroke and then died like a few weeks later and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a bit mad.
Yeah.
It's just like the world's corrupt, innit? You can't believe anything anymore. Like
no, not at all.
Mike, how you doing, mate? Like in a sense of someone shared a post about Man United and Liverpool potentially, the Saudi owners wanting to, or Saudi investors wanting to maybe get involved and stuff like that. And someone shared a post about Sky Sports. Sky Sports had done like an article on it. And a Newcastle fan or Man United fan or Liverpool fan comments. I don't know what it was, but it was one of the three because they were talking in a way of saying like it wouldn't happen to their club. Do you know what I mean? It couldn't happen. I don't know which one, like what they supported, but what they were basically implying was that that it couldn't happen, like because Newcastle are state funded. Liverpool and Man United, it wouldn't be possible for the state to own them as well. Which is probably, that in itself is true. But I think people miss the fact that, like, when money's involved, and you talk about state especially, there's ways around everything. Like, we all know that PIF is state funds. But then supposedly the reason why the purchase of Newcastle was allowed to go through was because they've proved that PIF is not state. The club's not state-owned. Newcastle itself's not state-owned. You know what I mean? That was the only reason why they were allowed to go ahead with the purchase of the club. But it's like City with the City Group. Their owner, we all know, like, is linked to the country in terms of like royally and through the government and stuff. His dad, I think, used to be the king or the prince, whatever it was. I think he's actually still a prince now. But he's not. They're not connected state fund because they're not. Not Newcastle. City Group, Man City, are not state funded because they're basically the owner, who is obviously state linked. He's paying for the, all the stuff that he's doing. It was other businesses. But how's he got the money to get them businesses to acquire them? By being state linked, by being part of the royal family, and by earning money through that. Do you know what I mean? Like, the conflict of interest is so hard when you've got multi-billionaire people who are linked with families that have got hundreds of billions of pounds. It's impossible to find out if the conflict of interest is there, or whether what we all think's happening is happening, or if it's not. Do you know what I mean?
It's a little bit like I put it in the Discord the other day, yesterday, about the Dubai, like their sovereign wealth fund.
Yeah.
That are interested in buying United.
Yeah.
It's Sheikh Mansour's father-in-law.
Yeah.
He's the Crown Prince of Dubai, or whatever he's called.
Yeah, there has been a link shared in Discord, Mike, yeah. One of them messed up, though. We got that stream took down by YouTube for some reason. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that, if this, if PIF or whatever it is, or if Dubai, or if Sheikh Mansour or whatever, if any of them wanted to own two Premier League clubs, I would bet my life on it that they could. He'd find a way.
Well, 100% they could.
Yeah.
Let's say
imagine the Saudi owners.
Yeah, again, they've tried to circumnavigate the financial fair play with another dodgy company, haven't they?
Yeah.
With his data expert.
Yeah, I've seen that one, yeah, where they had like fucking... Seen that one of the directors or something on there was like a model who did pay to fucking pose for photos, and I think it's Teddy Sheringham, is it? That the part of the board, part of like the fucking... he's linked with the company, but he's only linked because they've offered him a decent amount of money to fucking be a partner or something. Do you know what I mean? Not partners with the company. He's like fucking. He's just like a, what's the word? I can't think of the word.
Ambassador.
Yeah, an ambassador. That's the one. Yeah. And like people are saying, well, like surely it's got to be real if Teddy Sheringham's an ambassador, mate. He will have not spoke to anyone. His agent will have been, listen, this company's gonna give you loads of money. Take a few pictures with, some woman who's supposedly the CEO of a company. That's it. And every now and again, you might have to do a couple of social media things, and that's what I mean. He doesn't care.
Their Twitter only had 40 followers, didn't it?
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, I'd seen, I can't remember who it is on Twitter anyway, but he's basically done like a massive article about like different clubs. Like, I think Fulham are one that he's been looking at as well, because they've got another one that's like, I think it's a betting company or something like that, sponsored anyway for the club, where just like no history or whatsoever of the company being like anything before like they got the sponsorship and stuff. But with this bet one that you're on about, I can't remember what it's called, but we're talking about the same one. Yeah, that's the one. It's like he got in touch with, he found like a direct link to be able to contact like the CEO, like or the owner or something of the company, and through like LinkedIn or something. and he's just like he plain right refused to like have interviews and stuff like that, and says like a story of whether like he was just working for them or owner or like a CEO and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, money is crazy. Money can do a lot of things, and ultimately, as much as we'd like to think they wouldn't, if our government knows that they're coming in and spending a lot of money and they're going to tax them a lot, and they're not actually doing anything bad in our country in the sense of like the human rights laws that they're fucking up in their own country, our country's corrupt. Our the parliaments and the royal family are all corrupt, mate. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
They know that it's going to benefit them. That's a good ball. Like Carrie Cage be throwing himself at that.
Yeah. It makes me piss that.
One Shaw.
Oh, what a move.
Oh, he needs to be doing better there.
Behind him, weren't it?
Yeah, but I still think he needs to be doing better there. He needs to be getting his body over the ball. I think USA are playing the better. I think so as well, mate. I think England have looked quite shite. England have looked like England. Yeah, though that's what they've looked like. They've looked the team like this is the team where you see them scrape a 1-0 win or go through on penalties against, you know, fucking Denmark in the knockouts of the Euros or something. Do you know what I mean? This type of football. Like, to be fair, like Luke Shaw, I think has been shifty, right? But he's actually done all right for England in the last few games.
You put him in an English shirt and he's
You do it with a lot of players, though. A lot of players that play for England play better for England than what they do for the club. And that's just something that you never see.
Yeah, 1 minute.
You know, this game has been shit when 1 minute's been added on. Every like fucking game's been getting like 3 to 6 minutes at even half time.
Yeah, I was saying, it makes me piss with all this whole human rights thing.
Yeah.
Is to say no.
Go on. Ooh.
Oh,
England have done all right last couple of minutes. They've started to throw a few passes together and try and play some football. Go on, Tom. Sorry for interrupting you.
They say they're going about the human rights element of the owners and things like same again with Dubai. Oh,
Yeah.
we don't want Dubai because they've got shit human rights.
Yeah.
But didn't Apple get caught with child slavery to make it back?
All the like it's impossible. Like, well, not impossible, but it's very unlikely you're gonna find a billionaire that's not got some links to fucking something that's not right. Do you know what I mean? Like, it happens.
We're in a really good position in terms of the sort of billionaire we could attract.
Yeah.
Because we don't need sovereign wealth fund.
Oh, I said this to Aaron yesterday in the Discord. Liverpool don't need it either. We both generate enough money, our clubs, and we're big enough already to just be able to get an owner that's willing to just put a little bit of money in, but spend all the money the club makes.
Let's say for us,
yeah,
we're paying out £130 million a year on debt servicing, and £30 to £40 million a year.
Yeah, Mike, mate, yeah. But just for context, the reason why City spends so much money.
Whilst we do that, we're also still outspending everybody else in the league.
That's what I'm saying. No, like right now, Liverpool. I don't know the exact figures, but City basically invest like 95% of their money back into like transfers. You know what I mean? Like but it's something. Again, don't direct me on the numbers, but the amount of money that they reinvest into transfers is like significantly bigger. When I say money, I mean not the amount, the percentage of income from earnings is like it's like 20% or 30% bigger than like Liverpool, and that's what I mean. And that might not sound like a lot, but it's a lot of money. A lot of the clubs that are in the Premier League can't do that. Man United do it a little bit more because they can. But Man United could do it more. Like, we all know that. We can have a conversation about City all day long and break down all the things that we know is a load of bollocks, like in terms of how much money they're earning and stuff like that, and these figures that they're coming out with to basically be the, you know, the highest turning over profit club in the world, which is all, it's bollocks, you know what I mean? All you have to do is look at social media. Anything to do with promotion of the club in terms of to gain interest and eyes on it. We all know that they're nowhere near the size of the clubs of a lot of clubs. There's probably 3 or 4 or 5 teams in the Premier League that are bigger than them. Do you know what I mean? That's just the Premier League. The fact that it makes me laugh that they will sit there, Man City fans will sit there and try and say to you, we are earning more money, truthfully, legitimately more money than Man United and Real Madrid, who for me are the biggest clubs in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it baffles me. I just don't get it. I like sit there and back the owners and say whatever you want and stick up for them, but just don't be naive. Do you know what I mean? Or don't try and believe your own bullshit. Because that's what it does to you. That's what an owner coming in and spending a lot of money winning your trophies does to you. Like, I can't sit there now and say I know what it's like because I've not been in that position. Do you know what I mean? Ever. But Liverpool have never had an owner that's done that. You can see it now with some Newcastle fans. You've seen it with Man City fans. You've seen it with Chelsea fans. They're the 3 clubs that have come in and had a lot of money injected to them. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
if Liverpool gets took over by some Saudi prince that's worth like 100 billion, and he comes in and throws fucking 200 million at Mbappe, 100 million at Bellingham, 100 million at Rice, and just goes and fucking signs players for the sake of it, just fucking take it in and just say, listen, so what? What are you gonna do? Like, I don't understand why people bollocks it and say, oh no, they're not. They're doing it all right. Everything's okay. They're not breaking the rules. That, you know, we've earned this money by selling lollipops outside the fucking stadium. You know what I mean? Like, just admit it and just like the amount of City fans I speak to you now and just like you just plain right refuse to admit that like the way the money's coming in is all being legitimately. Do you know what I mean? Like, what I have conversations with them and I'll sit there and I'll be like telling them as it is, like a lot of people do, and he'll sit there and like just say, no, you're not. That's not right. That's wrong. Imagine if what could I say back to them if they go, yeah, I don't know. I know the money's fucking coming from the owners. I know it's all bollocks. What could I say back to them? Oh, all right, fair enough. Know what I mean?
Absolutely nothing. And if they did do that,
yeah,
they'd have a lot more respect.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. No, like if they're constantly having debates on the internet with people that just don't believe the way they're earning the money, which for us on the outside of it looks like it's a load of bollocks. You know what I mean? The money that they're earning or what's going on. Like if you were a Man City fan and just said, yeah, all right, fair enough. Okay, like nothing I can do about it. It's the owners. There's not any other fan can say to them. You know what I mean? Tom, how you doing, mate? Right, lads, I'm gonna go and grab a drink. I'll be back on.
I know what you're saying, mate.
This game kind of feels like a chess match. It's just 2 teams filling each other out, trying to find out the holes.
How are we? I was shocked at how much Qatar owed in the UK. Saw some videos, they're not happy. They've spent so much, it's all been very negative. That's the problem, like, that's what I'm trying to say to you. It's like, as much as we might think that we, what you've got to remember is, in life, when people do things that are bad, a lot of people, most people, will look down on it and think, don't do that, it's bad. But when these bad people are doing things that don't directly affect you, but they're doing things that do directly affect you in a good way, like making you money, people seem to change their opinion or turn a blind eye, which is the wrong way to look at it. But that's just the way it is. That's the way life works. And unfortunately, that needs to change. And that's why, again, like I said, football fans, the way, you know, all the human rights shit that, you know, I've spoke about a lot of it on the internet with Man City fans, Newcastle fans. You know, it needs to change. A lot of stuff needs to change. But I can't categorically sit here now and say to you, if we got owners within a short, like, there's a good chance that within a short time, I would like them owners if to spend the money because I love Liverpool Football Club. And it's wrong to look at it that way, but that's just the way life works, and it shouldn't be like that. But that's why Gary Neville's, I think he's right in one thing he said. He said that in terms of, you know, the likes of all these countries or people or whatever you want to say, everyone's obviously trying to like push them away and trying to say like they're bad people, so, you know, stay away from them, don't do this, don't do that. One thing he said was, though, it might be a good thing to maybe invite these people to the table and get them involved and try and, you know, if that could basically be a way of implementing some way of trying to help with the bad stuff that is going on, to maybe try and help it get better. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Because if you have such a closed-minded mindset,
yeah,
and you keep the people who don't agree with your
it's like
out,
it's like the situation with like the rainbow hats and stuff like that, and like we can't sit here and like it's we could all have our opinion on it and say like, oh, it's bad, and you know, like I as much as I'm aware anyway, unless, you know, I don't know, every single person like that I've spoke to recently, or people that come on the stream, unless they've made it otherwise, every single person that I know in my life supports gay marriage, stuff like that. And unless they've told me, I've got no other reason to think they wouldn't. So to us, from an outside point of view, we think it's a bit mental that they think that it's wrong, you know what I mean, to, you know, wanting to get married to the same sex or want to have the same sex relationships and stuff like that. Like, to me, I just find it barbaric that people think that's wrong. It's, you know, we're humans, you're here for one life, you should be able to do whatever you want as long as it's within reasonable laws, and I don't think that's a bad thing that should be frowned upon, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's getting, like, what some of the comments I'm seeing on social media when people, like, football pages are sharing stuff about Qatar, get a lot of people from, like that part of the world, from, like, Qatar saying, like, well, you need to, you know, England does this, England does that. England, you know, loads of bad people. And that's the, like, one thing that you got to say is, like, how do you implement laws all around the world when there's so many different cultures and religions and races and stuff? It's never going to happen, is it?
My thing on it, you get all the bigots.
Yeah.
That'll be all over Twitter and things.
Yeah.
And they'll go, you want to come to our country, you live by our rules, you don't bring none of that shit here.
Yeah. But that's them not wanting to change.
But then they want to go to Qatar and tell them that they're wrong. And they need to change their rules rather than going to that country and living by their rules for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long you're there for. We all understand that they've got shit human rights records. We all understand that the LGBT rights are all shit. But at the same time,
it's officially Christmas, the Coke advert on the telly.
Where was this same outrage 12 months ago?
Yeah.
We've only seen the outrage in the last 12 weeks.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what happens when, like, in terms of just anything bad happening, like, when something gets highlighted, normally something gets highlighted more when something surrounding people that are doing something wrong or something that's happens in a sense. Like, that's what I mean. Look at Newcastle's example. They've just been took over by the Saudis not long ago. Obviously, all the stuff that's going on in that country, which we can't really have, like, you can't sit there and go, oh, you need to just do that, because it's not really up to us to, not our country, do you know what I mean, in a sense, but, like, you should be doing stuff better, we all know that. But because Newcastle have just been took over by the Saudis, it's getting highlighted again, do you know what I mean? It's always going to happen. But I think, obviously, like you've just said, if you go to a country and they've got rules, stick to them. You've got to do it. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? It's just mad. I think, like I said this the other day when I was streaming. I used to work for a company as a what's the word? What's the word where you work for like different companies? Not like a contract.
Freelance.
Kind of like I used to basically do like handyman work and carpet cleaning shit like that.
Like subcontract.
Agency it was, sorry, agency.
Alright.
And I used to work. I'm not gonna mention who it was, but I used to work with some company. They used to always get me different types of work around the city centre, because they owned a lot of big businesses and stuff like that. And in the summer, they always used to they'd always source their work, like their employees only in the summer from Poland, because it was cheaper for them to house them like in accommodation over 2 months. It was cheaper for them to do that and then get them to come do like painting and decorating and stuff like that than what it would be to pay an English contractor. Do you know what I mean? Because there was a way around of them being able to get like a temporary work visa or something to be able to get them to work, but they were still able to pay them less than what they would if it was an English contractor. Do you know what I mean? Which is just mad. That's what it's like in England, though, isn't it? Obviously, the cost of living in England's a bit different, isn't it? Like in like Qatar, the cost of living is obviously a lot different in England, but I think Gary Neville highlighted it on the interview that he done with the Secretary General or something, and he basically said like, if you wanted to go for like a meal and get like a Coke and stuff like that, and just like a standard thing that you might do on like a weekend, you know what I mean, like a day out.
Yeah.
Like in Qatar, the minimum wage, that like the money that the workers were on there or whatever, you'd have to save your whole wage for a month just to be able to like go out and have like a social day. Do you know what I mean? Like have something to eat, have a drink, like go for a Coke or whatever, like a soda. It's just crazy. Like in England, even though we're on minimum wage, you wouldn't have to save up for a month to be able to go out and spend 30, 40 quid. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously, you would. Some people would after the bills, but this was like before they pay any bills. Like if they wanted to go out and have like a day out, they wouldn't be able to pay any bills. They'd just be able to pay for that one day a month. Do you know what I mean? Which is just outrageous. Oh, they were rich. Chinas seemed quite Hey, what, these fridge raisers are probably full of shite, but they're so nice. There's nothing better than chicken pieces. Like the best thing in the world. I wonder what the odds of Trent to not get any game time whatsoever this tournament.
I feel like if you win today or get a result today, you might see it in the third game.
I'd like to see Trippier get on the ball more. Like, obviously, good defender, like, but the aspect is, you know how good he is at crossing and playing the ball, and I'd like to see England try and do more.
I don't think it's gonna stay nil.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But listen, if we get a draw, I'd be happy.
See if there is any odds on that.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with a draw.
I reckon the odds would have been a little bit higher. I reckon, not high, like, but I reckon like 5-1 or something. But there's a good chance he gets some game time, but there's a good chance that he won't as well. I think Gary Neville lost a lot of credibility with his Valencia stint. Yeah, the problem is, mate, like, you don't have to be good at football or be a good manager to have a good opinion on football. Like, talking on, like, Monday Night Football about what a team's done wrong in a game or what they should have done right is not the same as setting up a team to play against the team, do you know what I mean?
People also forget that stint at Valencia, it wasn't him trying to set himself up to be the next best football manager in the world. That was him doing a business partner a favour, because he's the guy that owns 50% of Salford, Peter Lim, also owns Valencia.
Yeah.
He was doing a friend a favour.
He stepped down as like the fucking CEO or something the other week, didn't he? Gary Neville. Passed it over to Nicky Butt or Scholesy or something.
I'm not sure.
Salford, yeah.
I'll be honest, Steve. When I was watching SC United, but
Yeah.
when they were in our league and when they were coming up through the leagues,
Yeah.
they genuinely ruined non-league football.
Because of all the money.
That was when people realised there's no financial fair play, and you
Yeah.
can throw 10 grand a week.
Yeah, but look at them. Like you've got like who's they got? Scholes, Beckham, Neville. I don't know if Giggs has got a part of it. Dickie Butt, and then obviously the other fella you just said there. They all own the club. Like they probably got, even just the players themselves, probably got a combined net worth of a few $100 million. You know what I mean? Which at the time when they took the club, where were they? Like fucking basically sat the league football, weren't they? Like 6 or 7.
Northern Premier League.
Were they?
It might have been not. It was definitely Northern Premier League.
What's that like the sixth? That's like the 6th tier, isn't it? Or the 7th? You got the conference North South, and then the Northern Premier League after that, is it?
Yeah.
You got the likes of Marine and all that playing in there, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
Division
corner
below
now.
where we are now.
Yeah. So what's that? That is like the 6th or 7th league, isn't it?
8th.
Is it?
The 8th league. Yeah.
No, I thought it was just him jumping. No, well, it might have been a little bit like, but I don't think you can. I don't know. A lot of managers fail very early and then come back and do well. Like, I'd hate it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think being a manager of a fucking football club full of, say 18 to 24 players, then you got the youth team and all that. It's got to be one of the hardest job in the world where you've got you can only start 11 players, but you might have 16 or 17 players who think they should be starting. Do you know what I mean? US on the counter yet?
You know who I really would like to see come on?
I'm not gonna lie.
60 a minute.
I think US are gonna win this.
I'd like to see Reina come on.
Yeah.
I think you would add something different.
Yeah.
See, right now you got Javi right as the target man. Just to hold the play, but I think at a certain point you go out blazing.
Baby, all that going like a motherfucker there, mate.
I know.
I think US have got some good young players though. Look at Brendan Aronson and that, and then I can't remember what his name is, but Aronson's got a little. Is it Paxton?
Yeah.
He's a good little player as well. I don't think he's in the squad here, but he's a good player, good young player. Or he should sign for someone in Europe.
I think so. I think he went to Germany or something.
England are going to score now that I've said that. Maybe. I apologise if anyone can hear me eating these McCoys as well, but I haven't had nothing since like 10 o'clock this morning.
That keep flicking in my eating down the mic.
Been quite a poor game, this. Expected a lot more, like. Got a fucking bottle of Pepsi.
Do we only need to draw to qualify?
What shape?
Do we only need to draw to qualify?
You need a win.
No, draw, yeah, because it'll put USA on it. No, you need to win, yeah. USA could still qualify by beating Iran.
That's what I'm saying, though, so even if America beat Iran...
Even if we lose today, we just have to beat Iran.
Oh, because 4 points to put England through. Oh, yeah, possibly, yeah. Because Iran have only got 3 points, haven't they?
Yeah.
So even if they drew or won either team.
So if we... Thing is, England players, especially at club level, have been accused so many times of coasting through games.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if we've gone, you know what, just avoid defeat today and next
Hey, well, he's done well, Adams there.
Through.
Yeah, Mick, listen, if Fridge Raiders would sponsor me, mate, that'd be fucking glorious. Like, they're just so nice. Like I said, they're meant to be chicken. You probably haven't seen a chicken in a life, but so nice.
Basically what they do when they make them, right? The chicken, when they're in the cages,
Yeah.
when they're cramped in these cages so long and all the feet stick to the barbed wire, all the cable, the wires on them, you just jet wash that off and mash it all up into Fridge Raiders. Stick some southern fried seasoning on it, you done. Closest you're gonna get to chicken in there.
It's just all the shite off the chicken breast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it says 100% real chicken breast, but it's just all a bit of shit. It'll have probably like 50% of it. It'll all be like all like the fucking shite off the chicken breast, and it'll have a little bit of alright in. Ultimately,
can't get through the bone.
Yeah, you're just eating fucking bush, aren't you, with a load of seasoning, spices in, herbs.
That looks like a bad challenge from Shaw, that, but the only player whose feet both left the floor there was Wade.
Yeah. I hope Southgate has a set of bollocks and starts making a few changes soon. What happened, like, but, you know.
Who would you bring on?
This is the sort of
Who would I bring on?
Do really well in.
Probably Grealish. Get him to drop a little bit, pick up. That's one thing people can't say. Like, Jack Grealish is very good for England. Like, I think he is anyway. I think he's one of the players that, like, constantly wants to get on the ball, and he just draws people into him. That's what people don't see. Like, even though I don't think his time at City's been great, people just completely forget, like, the other side of football, where things players do can affect the space and the positions that other teammates can get into. Like, people, at the start of the season, a perfect example for Liverpool, Salah was not really involved as much, which he definitely should be involved more. Well, he did at the time, should have been involved more. But people just ignore the fact that, like, what?
He was stuck to the touchline for
That's what I mean, but
3 weeks of the season.
people was automatically, because he wasn't scoring and getting assists, just like, shit, do you know what I mean? He's not doing nothing, but there's a lot more to football than even just, like, having the ball at your feet, do you know what I mean? And a lot of people just can't see it and just don't really understand football.
Grealish's game is getting the ball down and attacking a fullback.
That's what I think. I don't know if he is right now, but
doesn't let you do that.
I think when he, especially when he's at Villa, I think he was up there like top 2 or 3 players that were most fouled. Do you know what I mean? Because the way he draw the players into him, but that's what I mean. At City, like, that type of stuff gets unnoticed because you've got so many superstars there.
It's not that it goes unnoticed, it's because their style of play doesn't allow him to attack a fullback.
Yeah.
If you let him, like, if he came on now,
yeah,
he'd be. You see where Sterling was tucking in and going more central just as that ball came.
I'm surprised Foden hasn't played, to be fair, because I think this season he's been one of the best players in the league. I think he's maybe him and Harry Kane are probably the only 2 world-class players in the England team. I think Foden's that good. I think Bellingham and a few other players have got the capabilities to get there, but I think right now, we only say Foden and Kane are the 2 world-class players. Yeah, he is more direct, yeah. I'll sit there, I'll happily take the piss out of Grealish getting fucking less goals and assists than Alisson, but ultimately he does a lot more than what people think, like, but It's like the comparison with Almiron. Once he said that thing about Almiron, everyone's going off. Almiron's fucking what he said that, and Almiron's turned into a beast. Almiron scored, I think, 1 goal in like 2 months before the last month. You know what I mean? People just need to respect that some players have good and bad periods, and I think Grealish is still a good player. Just a bit different when you're not the main player in that team and you're not getting to do the best aspect of your game. I think if you put Grealish in a different team, like Arsenal or something, even though they still play similar to City, I think the wingers are more direct. I think Grealish would do really well for Arsenal. I think he'd do alright for Liverpool as well.
Dude, brilliant for Liverpool.
Uh,
I don't know about you, but I like that new way they've done the possession stats in this World Cup as well.
What's say?
I don't know about you, but I really like the possession stats, the way they've done them in the World Cup.
What, the graphics for it?
Now they break it down, though, don't they, into England,
It's
USA,
each team,
and then contested as well.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I think, I don't know, I think Grealish has loved at City a little bit. I don't know. I think there's a lot of players where in that team that are they're so good, aren't they? They've got so many superstars.
He's not Phil Foden or Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's not as loved
Yeah.
by the City fans because
I think if City fans now, I think if
long term, probably going to be a legend.
Yeah.
In Bruyne.
I think if you said to City fans now, are you happy with him? You'd probably say, yeah, he's alright. But I think if you said to them now, you would just start 11B, you wouldn't be in it. And I also think if you said to them, you know, club's going to come in and give you 50 million for him in the summer, would you sell him? Say yeah, do you know what I mean?
Maybe if they're taking 50 million for any player,
Yeah.
that's because they've probably got somebody equally as good lined up to replace him.
Yeah. US are going to score, you know. Feel it inside of me. Oh. Decent baller. That's got to be a foul, hasn't it? But it makes me laugh when players foul players like that. Like, it's the most blatant fucking foul ever. Like, what was it earlier?
I think now, if you watch it back now, watch the way the England players have come out from the defence instantly.
Yeah.
They were on the counter. I think he knows that they're going to stop the counter.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, just like in a general sense of when you see a player give away a blatant foul and he try and contest it with the referee after he's already blew and give the foul.
Oh yeah.
I just don't get it. Baffles me. I can understand when they're trying to maybe time waste a little bit, but when they're trying to like keep the referee occupied so he can't like whistle for the restart or whatever. But
They clattered him around the knees and I've got the ball ref.
like earlier on, like what was it? Fucking yeah. This is not to say, but in the Wales game, Hennessy come out and just fucking clattered him. It was a blatant red card. And whoever was on the co-commentary saying that it was a yellow. He was trying to kind of see why, but trying to work in saying that like the Wales, I don't know what it was. It might have been Ben Davies was coming around the back, or Nico Williams or someone. Like you could just sit in it, and the commentator was just like, it's a blatant red card, even if you do support Wales.
Don't talk about Wales anymore.
Listen,
And Maguire's got his head on that twice there.
I'm still mad we drew with them. Still mad.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what,
Still
mate?
mad.
They've got all the heart, they've got all all that, but they just haven't got the ability. Like I say, I don't really care too much for international football.
Oh, that's more.
I'd be quite happy for Wales to go through if that's all right for me. It doesn't bother me. Ultimately, I don't really care who wins. I'd like to see England win more than anyone else. But if England don't win it, it doesn't bother me who wins it. Do you know what I mean? Or who goes through, who goes out. I'm not patriotic whatsoever.
If England don't win it,
Yeah.
couldn't care less who wins it.
Yeah.
It's a bit like if wouldn't say the Premier League. But
I would,
Champions
in a
League.
way. Like if Liverpool don't win it.
Champions League,
Yeah.
I don't want Liverpool or City or
Yeah,
whoever
I'll give
else
you on that.
to win it. I don't want them to win it because that means they win it before my club do it again.
Yeah.
The same way that if when England eventually go out, if they don't win it,
Yeah.
I want Spain to win it.
Yeah. I'm like that with with City. City could go and win every trophy in the world every single year, and it'd bother me, but it wouldn't bother me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's them winning it. I just don't want them to win the Champions League. I feel like once they've done that,
What happens when they win the Champions League?
They might not, mate. They might not. Like as much as people might like, I think again, people were laughing at me. I had loads of people on a post on Facebook about 2 months ago saying that I'm being biased and shit like that. I don't think City are anywhere near as good as what they have been the last couple of years. And I think people are starting to realise it a lot more now. If you look at some of the teams that they've dropped points to, you know what I mean?
Nice side of it,
Yeah.
Maguire again, though.
I'd take 0-0 here. We're not playing well at all. That's when you know England is shite, or they're playing shit, or the tactics are not going right. When you say you take 0-0 against fucking the USA.
Hey. You watch it,
No disrespect, mate, but like England have got like fucking.
You're still shit. It's still America. Let's play football with our feet. Play football with our feet. We should beat you.
Listen, we're getting better though. This is actually a teamwork watching. Not gonna lie to you.
You're going to see over the last 4 years, you've seen an improvement in the American game, and we'll see another improvement over the next 4 years because they don't want to host a World Cup and do what Qatar are doing.
The US.
Yeah, they don't want to host a World Cup and not reach the knockouts.
They're on the up now. Like their team is so like they've got so many good players now. Like not world class players, but like they're getting into that stage where in like 5 to 10 years they could be on like the same wavelength as like Croatia and Denmark, and that's what I mean. I know that might sound like a long time, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Because you want to know what it is too. The development system
5 years.
Jurgen Klinsmann. He changed the whole system up. Changed the whole youth system up, and you're starting to see players that are more technical as with before. And they're more physical brutes. I mean, there's still physicality, but it's a technical ability.
What the fuck's Pickford doing there? They've played that same corner in twice, and then again in the last 5 minutes. How was he not expecting like? Harry Maguire's like 2 or 3 yards ahead of where he was the previous times. That's exactly the same as what he done before, like within a yard.
I'm not gonna lie, we don't have a different corner routine. It's gonna be the same end swing corner.
Yeah, but it'll work. It will nearly work then. If you have someone there running in the back post, you got a fucking clean header. Because Pickford's on the floor fucking counting the grass. That was a bit different.
It's just for me because the stadium seemed quite dead.
Stadium seemed quite what?
It seems quite dead.
Yeah, because
You've not got 25,000 England fans pissed up.
yeah. But as we haven't heard any of the US fans with the fucking big drums and that.
Fuck off.
Listen, I don't even think.
Bringing him on. He's a game management player. You don't bring him on.
That's what I mean. No, like I love Henderson. He's Liverpool's captain, but
His game management.
you know what makes me laugh? You know what makes me laugh even more?
Playing against France and you 1-0 up.
No, yeah. Let me just add something. Actually, just one thing to back Gareth Southgate up. The only thing I will say is, if he's bringing him on to rest some of the younger lads who are going to play in the other games, that's the only thing I can say. But you're playing the US here. Henderson would be nowhere near an option at 0-0. Do you know what I mean?
100%. 100% agree.
Jack Grealish getting ready as well. Good. Mate, I'm not gonna lie. For England, I'd say Grealish probably my favourite player. You know.
No, after 65 minutes. We should have already made 3 changes on the hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you bring on Foden.
Foden, Grealish, and probably fucking maybe a striker.
And I'd probably Foden, Grealish. Because you have 5 changes as well.
Yeah.
Bring 3 attacking players on.
Probably get Callum Wilson on as well. I think he offers something a little bit different. this game is just like it's
for the raw pace getting in behind. For the raw pace getting in behind. 35-year-old Tim Ream.
Do you think it's mad the way like the players get assigned numbers to start the competition? Jack Grealish is 7, Henderson's 8, and they're probably not going to start any games. Like for me, number 7's always been like your fucking. For me, that's always been the star player. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, isn't it? With different countries. They've always had, like we've got number 7 is our star man. England's star man's always 7.
I'd say 7's. I'd say 7's.
But in Holland, Holland, the kids fight for number 9.
Yeah.
Because all their superstars have always been number 9. Brazil, they fight for number 10.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is though, like 1 to fucking 11 is 11 normally. Do you know what I mean? With the exception of maybe, you know, a player who's got a different share for the club. Do you know what I mean?
I think as well nowadays, the depth that you've got outside your starting 11 kind of gives you that freedom to change it around that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially you got 26 man squad now, isn't it? Not even a 23.
Yeah. Very positive thing they've done over the last couple of years is give the 5 subs and allow 26 players there. Because if they're going to start expecting players to play like an extra fucking 5-10 games a season, you need to fucking mirror that with extra players. Do you know what I mean? Sterling's going to be going off for Grealish, I'm assuming. It's going to be interesting to see who Henderson's going on for. Bellingham, that's a very negative move.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can kind of understand because Henderson, like, if you asked any Liverpool fan or if you asked Henderson himself, he looks like he's changed or something here. Henderson, that's his best position, playing as more of an advanced, like, kind of an advanced midfielder on, like, for Liverpool anyway. Like the link up that he has with Salah and
he's carrying the ball a little bit better than most, doesn't he?
So I can kind of understand that, like, but if I'm not gonna lie personally, there I would rather have seen if Henderson's gonna come on. I'd rather maybe have seen Declan Rice go off and keep Bellingham on for that ability on the ball. Unsure. Hey, what? Though, look at that touch there, lads. You might as well call him fucking Hullet now. I think he's boss. Like, I think he's at the position for Liverpool now where, like, when he comes off the bench, he does make an impact for us. They might not be getting a goal, very unlikely it's that, but just the way the presence and what he can do and the legs and stuff like that, he should be doing what Milner does for us now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just not the way it is for Liverpool at the minute. Fucking Milner's starting and he's starting.
No, I like to see Ericsson Arena. Come on now.
Yeah. Johnny, I think the US will be a little bit conservative the last 20 minutes because I think they might be looking at this game thinking, you know what, points not that bad. Because, yeah, gotta do something to win the midfield battle, yeah. Look at Grealish already, like, look at that. You know what I mean? And he's just nearly drawn a foul in. That's just, like, I seen Sterling try and dribble in the first half, mate, and he fucking fell over the ball early. Like, Sterling's good at getting him behind. He's got pace. He's probably going to more likely to score you a goal than what Grealish is, but like, he's that, like, it's the same with James Maddison. That Grealish is the same. Like, he could be getting beat 7-0 and he'll still be shouting for the ball, wanting to go forward with it, you know what I mean? And wanting to try and do something.
See, I like the way Grealish plays as well because he gets in towards that left-hand side and he stretches the defence.
Yeah.
So Sterling drifts inside.
Yeah.
Makes it really narrow, gives you no space to work in.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like that, like you've just said there, that gives the space for Harry Kane to drift into. Do you know what I mean? And to fucking try and get a chance.
Look, especially with Grealish.
Yeah.
You saw it then when he picked the ball up. He'd already occupied the right back, sorry.
Yeah.
Drags the centre half out to him. It opens up a whole weak space. Kane's playing.
Yeah. I don't get Mount starting for England, you know. I think he's a good player. I think he's a decent player.
He's never let England down.
I just don't get why he's starting. I think, like, I'm at the point like where I'd have Maddison and Foden starting over him, and I think Foden probably like prefers playing in midfield, but I think I like Foden playing on the left a bit more. But I don't know. I think Mount over the last like 12 months or so just hasn't been a player that we see in at the league, the season when he won the Champions League and that.
I think because he's constantly plodding, he consistently plods. He never has an outstanding game.
Yeah.
He never has a really, really shit game. He plods at probably a solid 6.5.
It's still reliable.
Every single week. Yeah. But you don't want a plodder in the World Cup.
Not in this anyway. Not when you've got Bellingham in the midfield doing some work and Declan Rice covering. You want someone that's gonna you want someone that's gonna demand the ball.
Moving between the lines and actually create.
Harry Kane needs to get forward. So frustrating to see him in midfield. Yeah. The problem is, the minute, like, when you bring a player on like Grealish, it kind of doesn't work as much with Harry Kane dropping to try and get the ball and play it, like, flick it on and that to get the wingers in behind.
Not Harry Kane, just Grealish.
Grealish isn't as quick either.
So
you can't drag players out and then give space for him into.
Well, look, every time he gets the ball, like, he's dropping and picking up and he's trying to do something. You can see, do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. I'd probably start Grealish for England. Ball again. Jack Grealish has done more in the last 5 minutes since he's come on than what Sterling did for the whole 60-70 minutes he was on. Oh, nearly.
He's occupied three defenders in the midfield there.
Yeah. Bit unlucky with the pass, like, but you can see what he's trying to do, can't you?
Yeah.
See, this is a position now where I would contemplate bringing Trent on. I think this could be the time where you could use his capabilities. I think you could use it in every game. Like, obviously, if he's playing on form. Again, that's a discussion that we haven't had, I don't think, since we've spoke about it. Where I asked, put a post up saying, would you rather have Kieran Trippier in his form that is like his best form that he's been in, or Trent's best form he's been in? Kieran Trippier's best form is probably right now. Would you say that form that he's playing at right now is at a higher standard than what Trent was maybe 2 years ago? Like, Trent's only really been under any scrutiny, really, like a lot the way he is now over the last 3 months since the league started. Like, the question, it's just, again, people's opinion, but like, I think the votes, like, for like every one vote for Trent, there was like 4 or 5 for Trippier to say like Trippier was better at like their peaks, their time, and I just, as much as I might be being a biased Liverpool fan, I just can't see how that many people, or how anyone could think that. Debatable. Everything's debatable.
Like, a couple of months ago, I was saying about no matter how bad he plays,
yeah,
Bruno is always used as the standard.
Yeah.
For everybody else in the Premier League.
Yeah.
No matter how bad he is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening with Trent.
But that's what like Trent's
been
since he's come on
at the peak of his powers. No, like, it's only 18 months ago when he was playing incredible.
Yeah.
Wasn't anybody on his level.
Even last season, he was still doing very well. It's only really been this season that he's been very much below average. You know what I mean? But I get what you say. Like, his best time was not a few months ago. His best time was probably 18 months ago, 2 years ago, when Liverpool were, Liverpool had just won the league and stuff like that. Like, maybe a little bit long, but he's still been I think he's been the best right back in the world if you had to base it over a 4 to 5 periods of time, 4 to 5 years periods of time. I don't think anyone's at the level that he's had over a long period of time like he has in that time.
He's been the measure of the quality of play.
That's what I mean. I agree with you with that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I think, I said this the other day. Like, people could disagree with me. I don't really care, but I genuinely think 90% of people who have voted for Trippier, there's a couple of reasons why. He's playing better football right now. I don't disagree with that. That's absolutely fine.
There's a fair few Geordies in the community.
But it's not just that.
There's also a lot of United fans.
That's what I'm trying to. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if someone puts a poll up tomorrow and says, "Who's better out of?" Let's pick two random players, just random. A Man United player and a Man City player, or a Man United player and a Newcastle player, or a Man United player and an Arsenal player. A lot of people are going to vote against the Man United player, against them, because it's Man United. The same with Liverpool. Liverpool and Man United. Again, like, we've done a tier ranking a couple of months ago on the stream in terms of the biggest clubs in the league. Liverpool and Man United are the only teams that are like the elite world, massive teams, in my opinion, in the Premier League. I think there's, like, when you rank the tiers, I don't mean in terms of football quality, I mean just the size of the club and everything that comes with it. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I was having a look into this the other day.
Yeah.
Yesterday and the day before. Because there's a lot of people saying how there's only been 2 or 3 people linked with buying Liverpool.
yeah,
But there's been about 20 or 30 people linked with buying United.
yeah,
And when you look at the global fan base and the brand of the clubs,
yeah,
the only real measures we've got to use as fans and mere mortals, we've got financial statements that come out every year
yeah,
and the 4 major social medias.
yeah. I think now, even with that side of it, if you looked at there was figures that got released about 6 months ago, and it covered like the teams in Europe, like the European teams, like Champions League teams, and in terms of like the growth of fan bases, or like the fan bases and like social media presence and stuff like that, like searches and all that, Liverpool was ranked the biggest team out of like all the English teams. And
In terms of searches, because of the success they've been having.
that's exactly what I mean. And the reason why Man United to be less searched now is because you're not having the success. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to go back to the 80s.
In terms of their actual followers on the social media platforms.
No, I don't disagree with you on that. That's
They've got United consistently across Facebook.
yeah, 100%. That's what I mean. I don't disagree. I 100% agree.
About 50 to 60% more people following them.
I think Man United.
And even with the lower standard of success on the pitch, they've still had more revenues coming through.
I think with United now.
Liverpool can win a league and a Champions League, and United will still make more money than them.
I don't think that's true now. I don't think not every season.
It was last year.
Last year it might be.
Last year, it was the year before.
I think go back to the season Liverpool.
Still higher.
Go back to the season Liverpool won the Champions League and the league. Liverpool generated the most income in the Premier League that season. Them seasons.
But that wasn't commercial revenue. That was
Total revenue.
Total revenue inclusive.
Commercial revenue. You might be right, but I think
So I'm saying the commercial revenues.
over the last few years,
United is still the
over the last few years, though, that will have changed and will be a lot closer, or if not different, than what it was 10 years ago. Because Man United's kit deal, I can't remember exactly what it is now, but yours is older than ours. We'll be generating more income from that. That's commercial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. I think for me, I think Liverpool and United are on par with each other in terms of everything when you talk about the size of a club. I don't think I understand what you're going down the aspect of, you know, social media, which is again one of the reasons why I think Man City got the most shite ever, because their reach on social media and commercial side of things, to get the big deals. It's to get the deals that they have.
For a club where they pretend.
Yeah, exactly. So I think in terms of Liverpool and United, like I think that if you take everything into consideration, there's a reason why Man United are probably going to go for like £500 million, or £500 million, £1 billion more than Liverpool. You know what I mean? That reason is what you're saying now. Some of the figures I've seen for United, I don't think will happen. I think Man United will go for about 4 or 5 billion. I think Liverpool will be about £500 million or $1 billion less. And I think the only reason why is because of the last 10 years. But again, like it's because of the time Man United hit their peak and hit the jackpot of when the Premier League was coming into everything and Sky and all that. You know what I mean? Because it was like if
100%, we managed to build up.
If like say for instance if
fan base off the back of the Sky money.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. If Liverpool, if Sky social media and the internet was around in the 70s and 80s, Liverpool would be by far the biggest club in England. Because they still, even though in the 2000s we weren't doing great, we still won the Champions League. We still won our treble, not the treble. We still got to Champions League finals. We still had big players. We had Michael Owen won the Ballon. We still had stuff like that. The same way as Man United are doing it now with, you know, still having Ronaldo, and Man United hit the money at the right time and hit the exposure at the right time. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why he's done so well to stay where he's are, because if you would have dropped off 10 years earlier, say in 2000, you should be nowhere near as big as what you are now. You know what I mean? Because the way social, you'd be what? That's what I mean. I think that's why when I talk about Liverpool now, I think Liverpool have done amazing to be able to, I think, to be in consideration to be the biggest English club in the world, like in England. I think United and Liverpool, you can't really separate them. I think you could talk about recency bias now, well, Liverpool have done in comparison to United, but if you add everything together, I think there's probably 1 or 2 trophies in comparison of who's got one or more than the other. They both won multiple Champions Leagues. They both won a lot of leagues. On the commercial side of it, they do a lot of social media. I know, like you said, Man United have got bigger social media presence. No, I don't disagree with that. I think a lot of it's down to the fact of Man United hitting it at the right time, do you know what I mean, and doing well at the right time. Man City have done it too late.
You can't even deny that, because we managed to build that fan base that sustains us when we shit.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, if you ask, even like,
I think them differences in the commercial revenues and social media, though,
yeah,
they're the things that are going to be used to justify the extra billion.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. I agree with that.
Extra billion isn't, for me, isn't solely because of that.
No, it's not. It's down to a few different things.
That extra billion is to cover the debts.
Yeah.
They're going to use that to justify.
It's not just the debts though. It's down to, like, Man United have got different aspects of why people would want to invest. Like little things like having links to fucking Ronaldo. Like, ultimately, Man United will be able to sell Ronaldo type merchandise on the website if they wanted to. It might not be directly linked to him in what they're doing, but so many ways they can still link United to Ronaldo and stuff. Like, Liverpool have not had that player. Like, Liverpool's biggest comparison would be fucking going back to the 90s and having, you know, like Jamie Redknapp and Robbie Fowler and Steve McManaman wearing the white suits, you know what I mean? If that even makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Liverpool's bit like, I don't think Liverpool have got, like, I'm not trying to say, like, we haven't got it, but, I mean, can't compare with Ronaldo, and you can't, like, in terms of, I don't know, I think Ronaldo has helped you massively. Like, even now, just, like, him coming back now, even though it's done a lot of bad, it's done a lot of good as well, like, on the commercial side of it. It's affected the stock price and shit like that, but, like, look at that ISO speed. You must know what about with him. Like,
Yeah.
just him alone, he's got probably like 10 million followers or something, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot. It's probably more. It could be less. I don't know. But it's a significant amount of followers. There'll be people that watching streams that have probably got no idea about football that follow him, that will follow Ronaldo, that will follow United just because of him. And as much as, like, even if 10% of his followers become Man United fans, that's still fucking loads. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I couldn't tell you how many fans Man United have got, or how many Liverpool, or how many Man City have got. It's obviously a lot. But adding, like, even 100,000 extra fans to a football club just because you've signed a player, like, the potential fucking return on investment for Ronaldo. Like, Man United won't care, like, even if they had to pay, I know they haven't, but if they had to pay Ronaldo 17 million to get rid of his contract, they still wouldn't have been, like, they still would have been up in a sense. I know, like, it's a hard one, it's a weird one, I think, because
made over the course of the 18 months he was there.
Yeah, I just think
16, 17 million.
I just think fucking, I don't know, it's like I said, go back to what I was saying, I just don't think Liverpool have got that stature of player, or have ever had that stature. Like I said, the closest thing that we probably got, like, being realistic, is probably Salah in Egypt, you know what I mean, with the following that he's brought. Because we've seen a massive influx of, seen it with Mane as well. Like, you'll go on a football post now talking about Mane or Salah, and it's just constantly, like, Mane fans commenting saying you should have given him the contract, and then it's Salah fans commenting against them, saying Salah's the best African player of all time. Like, I think we have got a couple of players who've got like that type of cult following, but
it's a bit like if you go on Twitter, United have got Martial FC, Pogba
yeah,
FC,
exactly.
just this weird.
Yeah,
cult
Liverpool have that type of stuff now, and it's like, but it's not like, it's not Ronaldo. I want a ball. Oh, it's just not. Oh, Rashford's gone. I didn't even know he come on. It's just not Ronaldo. There's a lot of kids though. Yeah, but kids have parents who spend a lot of money, don't they? Know what I mean? Definitely, you've played very well as Figgens. Radars, come on, he's dangerous. But yeah, I think, yeah, Man City lie about the finances. That's all we need to say. Yeah, my head was up my arse trying to get the stream set up. I've been up since 3:30 this morning after like 2 hours sleep. Fucking knackered. Paula was taking Lewis to this. It's called Enchanted Forest. I guess at the safari park. Like lights and all that and rides. But I couldn't have a sleep then because I had the baby. I'd normally have a little sleep before the stream. I've not really slept much the night before. She got back at like... Yeah. And then I had a little lie down for 20 minutes before. Didn't get any sleep whatsoever. Went to come in my stream room, just set the stream up and fucking get everything ready so we were all planned on time. And then like she's got me fucking big massive camera light on her face doing her makeup because she's going to a family party. I'm just sitting there like my head fell off. I'm knackered. I want to sleep. I'm gonna have to sit there and watch 90 minutes of fucking Southgate football, and I've got to set my stream up and I'm not prepared. And she's got makeup all over my desk and me fucking big massive camera light shining in my face. What the fuck is... Who's that? Who's in goal? Is that Matt Ryan, is it? Or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Rashford came off for Saka, did he? I like Rashford as well. I think Rashford... he's probably not as good as what I expected him to be when he come onto the scene, but I still think Rashford's... he's another one of them impact players that I think that can come on and can have a moment of brilliance. Like, fucking grab the ball up and score from like 30 yards out or something, or beat a player and just... Yeah.
And his confidence is up.
I don't know, I just don't really... I don't look at... To be fair, I don't really look at Saka to do that either. I know he's a good player. I think he definitely should be starting, but I don't see Sterling doing that either. But I think there is a couple of players that England have got on the bench where you can come on and like just do something mad, do you know what I mean? I think Rashford is one of them. Tell you what though, this has got to be one of the worst games of football I've seen in the World Cup, like. Been absolutely shite.
That even though it's the 89th, 90th minute.
Yeah.
Why is it Henderson that's hurrying after?
He's doing well though, but like that's what I mean. Like he's used to that type.
Why is Kane stood in the centre circle when they're playing it across the back line? Why is he not charging into everyone?
Harry Kane shouldn't be the England captain either.
For me, a striker should never be the captain. Your captain should always be the centre back.
If I had to pick one player in this team, it sounds a bit bold, like, but I'd give it to either Pickford or Declan Rice. I know Declan Rice is a bit young, like I know Pickford's a bit of a weird one, but probably give it to one of them.
I don't think Pickford needs the
on Hendo.
Yeah, I don't think Pickford needs the armband to be a leader in that team.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's what I mean. Like, you see with Henderson there when he's closing down. Like, as much as Henderson, people might think he's not good enough to play in that. He's 100 million times a better captain than what Kane is. I remember when Kane got the captaincy, there was a debate at the time. Henderson had a chance of getting it, you know what I mean? Because he was playing.
He got the captaincy because he was star man.
Yeah. But it's like at Liverpool now, like we'll all sit there and say that Jordan Henderson's not anywhere near better than Gerrard, but he's 10 times the captain he was. Like Jordan Henderson, we couldn't have picked a better captain for us to go through the era of the Klopp, do you know what I mean? Like he's been fucking phenomenal as a captain anyway.
He bought into everything.
Yeah, but it's not just that, like he just hard to explain, like he's just everything that epitomises what we want or what we need as a captain, do you know what I mean?
There's no, we've got normal lengths of added time again.
Yeah. Because this game's been that shit and the ball hasn't been out of play. If you took England out of this, if you took England, that'd be a good game, yeah. Just fucking the USA with an open goal. Nah, it's been a very poor game of football. It's like just
They'd still send it into the stands.
yeah. I've only just realised now looking at the control room thing for this call. It has like a connection gauge on it of like what the connection's like. One Grealish.
Oh, the yellow triangle.
On mine, it's like a little fucking satellite bar. Like yours is permanently on green. Gabe's keeps going from green to orange to green, which is expected, like, because he lives fucking on the other side of the world. Gabe, where's your mum? Gabe, you're muted. We can't hear you. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you. What's he doing? I can't hear you. Ah, go on, do the Macarena. Fucking more entertaining than this football. Unplug your headphones, or if your AirPods, like, link them and then unlink them or something. Ashley finished top sergeant, didn't he, in October? Like, fucking smashed the record. And I've been buying him a few things over the last couple of days to send to him. I've had to buy some stuff off the Man United store. Feel dirty.
Well, that killed you, that.
One short.
I get that sent straight to him. I'm not having that come from my
Oh! Harry Kane should be scoring that, you know. Should be scoring that. Gabe, say something outrageous. That's a pot. Did it come off the defender? Off top of his head.
Top of his head up.
Okay, we'll just look at your pretty face. Can't even do that. Oh, he's left.
It's not been a good game.
No, it's been shite. I can't remember. I can't think of any point where like we've had like a good chance, or even them really.
Pulisic in the bars, best chance.
Yeah. So when I see games of football like this, like as much as I'd love England to go through, because they've like not approached the game in a good way, positive way, I'd be quite happy just to see America score now late on, just for something to happen.
Oh, he's back.
Like Gabe, I need to add you back in, so give me a second. I don't even know if you can hear me or not.
He just wants to see Mum.
Can you hear me, Gabe? Can you hear him?
He's frozen again. He came in very quickly.
I imagine it's because he's on his phone, he's on the Wi-Fi, and he's in America. I'm not gonna lie, like, that was a poor game of football.
Yeah.
Definitely Gabe doing a Macarena. Best part of the game was Gabe doing a Macarena, and then when the referee blew the whistle then.
You should clip that little bit. That little bit of him doing the Macarena and put it as like a new sub dance.
You hear us, Gabe? Gabe, wave if you can hear us. Audio. On my little connection thing here, on the connection bar, he's on 3 bars, like. Must be something to do with his headphones, wasn't it?
Must be.
That was a very poor game of footy, that. Who would you pick as man of the match? That was that shit. I couldn't pick anyone.
No. Potentially. Because he had a solid game, I'd possibly even look at Maguire. he did have a solid game. He won everything in the air he needed to.
Yeah.
But there was no stand-up performer at all.
Nah. I think Luke Shaw had a couple of little decent runs down the left when he was able to get forward. Can't believe he just sat there and must have 0-0. That's a good point to England based on the game. USA really missed opportunities. He definitely did, yeah. I think England were definitely there for the taking, like. I think the US were a little bit, I don't know. What's the word? Conservative? I don't know. I just don't get it though. Like I don't know. So who do they need to beat? They need to beat Iran, don't they?
Iran.
I reckon he'll struggle, you know. McKennie was decent. Yeah, he's alright actually, yeah. Gabe come back yet, or is he? There he is. Let him in. Oh, no, he's got off again.
Yeah, he's there. I'm on FOTMO at the minute, saying Shaw was 7.8, Robinson was 7.7.
Yeah.
For America, and then Maguire was 7.5. Top three performances on the night.
How did the problem I have with that sofa score and that they base the match rating on stats, don't they? I know that's obviously the way to do it, but I always check on that sofa score, and like you'll see sometimes where like fucking, like as an example, like the stats in this game are similar. Do you know what I mean? Like Harry Kane has a 6.4, he probably did, but like Harry Kane could score one goal.
They give actually Turner player in the match.
Got it, Anthony Turner. Who? Matt Turner.
Turner man of the match.
Well, on sofa score, you know, the highest rated player on the pitch is Luke Shaw, 7.8. Four shots on target in 90 minutes of football. Right, let me see if I can get. Can you hear Gabe now?
Yeah.
Right, let me get him back in. Can you hear me, Gabe?
Yeah, you bad at this. I don't know what the hell just happened, but
I can hear you now, like a little bit laggy, but are you on your laptop or your phone now?
I'm on my phone.
Oh yeah.
My headphones and this software is not mixing up
Oh, okay.
for some odd reason. So
If you go in the settings, I had the issue last week, or earlier on this week.
yeah, I checked the settings and everything.
Yeah, you can do your audio sources and your outputs and things. You can change
I think the
whatever
problem
you
with this software that we're using, it's called, I don't know, sort of Ninja. I think because I think on PCs with an Ethernet, I think it'd be fine. Like with a normal headset and a normal mic.
PC, it's fine.
Like my as far as I'm aware anyway, my quality's alright.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, I've got the fucking hiccups.
I'm going to work on FIFA and waste some more coins on packs. Spent 1.3 million coins on packs earlier.
What we could do while we're here, Gabe? I'm gonna we could try and do it through the Discord and see if it works there. If it's any better the quality. Right, Gabe, leave the call and then join the internet. Do you know where the internet is? Do you know where it says internet audio?
Yeah.
Join that, but on the video call. Okay. Right, let's see if we can do this. See if this works. You still hear me, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. He joins on his video. Let's see if it works. Gabe, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you join on video? Will it let you? Okay. Right, just don't do nothing. Just sit there a second. I'm not quite sure whether Tom will be able to hear you, like, but...
Yeah, I can hear him.
Can you hear Gabe?
Yeah,
Okay. Right. I just want to basically try and see if it'll work better through Discord for us. Play capture. Because if it works better... Sorry everyone on the stream when you see all this, because you just... you're just going to have to deal with what we're trying to do. So we should be able to crop them in if it's better. I have to put Discord on the other side, maybe. Works.
Oh, you meant the one and left. Oh. Yes. Oh. Okay.
Why is it not giving me the other option? Ah, don't think I've got it right. You still hear me, Gabe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, mate.
Very good.
Window capture. Right, it's working now. Just ignore me for a second. Basically, try and get you on the stream. See if this could be done the way I want to do it. Transform. Hit the screen. Does it let you do that? Control T, is it?
No, it's not, because it has two packets, so you already see what packet just in something like this.
I just got that World Cup hero Crespo.
Espo?
Yeah,
Backed him.
World Cup hero. He's untradeable though. And Vinny Jr.
Nice. Just crop a picture there. That's yeah. That's what I'm basically trying to do. I'm trying to crop him now, but I just can't remember how you crop. Gabe, do a little dance for us. Just Google it. Oh, we done it the other week like this, but this is better. The quality of the audio is better, and it's just easier for us. And there's less like disconnection and stuff. We'll do it like this instead. Give me a second. Watch this 50-second clip.
And some more.
Nice.
Some more.
Oh, hold down the Alt key. This works. Right, Gabe, can you still hear us?
Of course.
Okay, so would you say the connection's better now in the audio?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got you on the stream now, and it's for me it sounds better anyway. It looks better. But what we might have to do is, might just have to use Discord next time instead. I think the connection might be better. Tom, will you do me a favour? Will you leave and then join through the Discord? Will you do that?
Yeah, of course, mate.
So just
Yeah, of course,
do what Gabe's done, just join via the video. Right. Right, okay, so he's joined. Tom, if you can hear me, join through the what should we call it? The video if you can, mate, just so I can set it up properly. Good. Right, give me a second. All I have to do, I can crop you into it. If this works. Right, so we got Gabe in. Let's see if we can get Tom in now. We had the source twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem much better. Let's see if it works. Right, okay, so the connection to me looks a lot better and it seems a lot better. I think it does look a lot better. The only problem is, again, because Gabe's on landscape, I have had to stretch it out a little bit. It's not much better. Just leave it as it is, Gabe. I've already cropped it. So the problem, the only thing that we'd have to do now is, though, like, say, for instance, if we were to do it through Discord like we are now, if people left, it would affect the cameras. You know what I mean? So, like, because I've had to, like, crop yous. I've had to crop, like, I've had to crop the Discord in, like, in terms of a window capture twice. So, say, if Gabe left now, it would change what the web capture looks like, do you know what I mean? And it would affect Tom's camera. Not like, it wouldn't affect his camera, but it'd affect how it would look on stream, do you know what I mean? Let me see if I put that over there. Yeah, so it'd have to stay on that side as well. Like, close it, minimize it. Would it do anything if I minimize it? Okay, so if I minimize it, I think it affects it as well. You'd have to try and figure out a way for that to not. Capture method, automatic. Okay. Problem is, I'd probably have to keep that web page open, but as long as I have my chat open, it'll be alright anyway. Tom, if you're not Tom, sorry, Mike, if you're still on the stream, let me know what that's like, mate. If it's better. Who was your man in the match, Gabe?
Probably on McKenny.
McKenny.
On McKenny. He was. If he was, he held that midfield together.
Yeah.
Just breaking up play. Just doing what he does in general. He's kind of the glue to that midfield. So without him, we would have lost.
Who would you say US's best player is? It's Pulisic.
Probably is Pulisic, but
is he the captain?
No, he's not. Tyler Adams.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, Tyler Adams sort of young, though, isn't he?
Yeah. That whole team is young. I think the average age of that team is like 24.
Yeah. So what we could do while we're here now?
Yeah.
We could do the World Cup squad that I've set up thing. Have you seen it in the Discord? That's like a graphics thing that we could do for the problem is. Oh no, so yeah, as long as you don't minimize, you can still have a little look, find it. Best 11 concept, yeah, we could do that now. Depends how long it'd take though, and whether you'd be up for it or not.
Do I have to go? What time is it? 4 o'clock?
Maybe if you have to go, mate, it's fine. Right. But do it. We don't have to have a certain amount of people.
Yes, I do have to go. You know, now just think about it. You're streaming later on today, right?
Yeah, I'll be streaming.
All right, well, I'll definitely poke in. I
Stars.
think one of my friends wants.
You
to
jumping
be a
off now,
part
are
of
you?
this one. But yeah, it was a pleasure. It was an honor to be a part of this.
Enjoy your evening, mate.
Sorry it took so long to figure out.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll learn from it for next time. Enjoy your evening, mate.
You know, definitely. You too. All right.
See you later.
Tom, see you later.
See you in a bit, pal. Are these World Cup icons?
Right, give me 1 second while I just edit your camera back on. Why is it not going up there? Holes.
Surely I'm not on my own here as well. You know, you get the World Cup picks.
Yeah.
Even if I've already got them, I always take like the 85, 86, 87 rated just to discard 88 rated Bernardo Silvers.
Yeah, it seems better. Tom Torquay was definitely better, yeah. Tom's is better, yeah. I can tell by Tom. Tom's is alright anyway, to be fair. It was just a bit laggy. But that's probably the software. Like I said, I've never used it before. But, this is so much better now, like. Right. I don't know if I can record that video now. If anyone else wants to get involved.
Yeah, I think saying them World Cup icons, mate. The drop rates on them are ridiculous.
What?
The World Cup icons in
Yeah.
FIFA.
Yeah.
I've just opened 10 of the 86 star player packs.
Yeah.
Pack 3 of them.
Fucking hell. Is he untradeable, are he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Give me a sec. I'm just going to try and make sure the audio is alright here. Just a future reference. Oh, what have I done there? What have I done there? I've got fucking so many different things that I've bought over the last few years for streaming. I still don't know how to use half of it. Trying to figure out what my audio output is for this. Game. Say anything you want. 1 minute. Say Man United.
Man United.
Okay, that's right. Say it again 1 more time, please.
Wales are shit.
Say one more thing again, please.
Liverpool are dead.
Last time. Anything you want.
Arsenal are going to win the league.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You better not be clipping these on me now.
No, I'm genuinely just sorting my audio out because I basically I have like different channels for audio, and because of like the channel audio that I've been using before, That software is different to what I need to use for Discord. So like the output of the sound onto the stream will be higher or lower depending on what software I'm using and how I'm using it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I've had to basically, like, I've got an audio interface where it tells me like the decibels of the noise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you, when we joined this as a Discord call now, your voice was too low, but that's not your fault. That's my settings. You know what I mean? So I've had to change
Yeah.
it, make it better. It should be fine now.
Oh, sweet. I think we do it through Discord next time.
Yeah, I think it's much better. I think it's clearer. Like you look fucking. I can't put my camera on. It's the only bad thing because if I put my camera on, well, I'll get it. What I'll do is I'll set my other camera up so you can see me properly. I feel like it's better having a conversation with someone you can actually see. But if I was to use my camera for both this and for streaming, like the Discord and for streaming, my camera on the stream goes all like discoloured. Do you know what I mean? For some reason, because both
Yeah.
softwares are basically fighting with each other to get priority. Do you know what I mean? To use the camera. Fucks it up a little bit.
Can you not just disable it within
Nah.
streaming software?
It's I don't know what it is, but no matter if you the way it works, it just doesn't. It still tries to override it in a way.
Oh, fair enough.
Messes it up. Okay, let's see if anyone's interested in doing it.
Yeah, that's my phone going mad because I'm using it as a camera, so it's I'm not answering any messages tonight. Just leave them.
So you using one of them apps, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sends it to me. It's called Camo.
Yeah, I use something called what's it called now? Where's the app gone? What I use for box breaks.
IV Cam, is it?
Yeah, that's the one I use. Yeah, does the job for me. Like,
I was trying to get I used to use Droid Cam.
yeah,
Trying to get that, but it wouldn't download the Windows client.
yeah.
It must have been probably about 6:45, and I found this one.
It is a good, like, it's good the way you can use your phone. Like obviously, I've got a streaming camera that cost me like fucking. I don't know. It cost me nothing actually because someone bought me it when I first started streaming. It's not a bad camera, but like it's probably like £100 to buy in the shop or whatever. And like your phone camera now, today's phones are better. Do you know what I mean? Like the actual camera I use for streaming now is not the one I'm on about. Like the one I've got now for streaming, it cost me like £600-700. You know what I mean? But I mean, the one I used to use, which I would use as a second camera when we're doing this, so you'd be able to see me. Still a decent camera, but like your phone camera's probably better. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's got like fucking iPhones and Samsungs and shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you up for doing a little video, or you want to stay on FIFA?
I'm gonna shoot off in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've just put a post up. I don't think anyone's interested in doing it anyway. Yeah. Did a couple of teams, not team, yeah, well, team of the first round, and it's just mad. Like the bias towards like the big nations, like some of the players that are like the likes of Saudi Arabia that who beat Argentina haven't got a player in there. Mad.
Yeah.
Right, Tom, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna start streaming on Facebook in a minute. So thanks for getting involved, lad. I appreciate it.
No worries, mate.
I'll let you jump off.
So, mate, catch you in a bit.
See you later. Move that source. Right, everyone, I'm going to be going live on Facebook now. I haven't got loads of packs. I think I've got like 10 or 11 to open. We'll have a look. Let's come out and have a look at the new promo. I probably won't be live dead late because I am absolutely knackered, but we'll have a little gander. But yeah, we'll be live in a minute. Whoever's in the stream, I don't know. We haven't really had many people there. I think Mike might still be here if anyone else is. I appreciate it. We'll try and be a little bit more organised next time. Like I said, I've had a hectic day. Yeah, thank you to Tom and Gabe for getting involved. My United going to say USA fan Gabe on a call all the way from the other side of the world. But yeah, we'll be live in about 5 minutes once I set it all up because I have to change. I have to basically log in and log out to my streaming software and to get onto it. But yeah, whoever's there, see you all in a bit.